كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين صدق الله العظيم. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for Mr. Amy for recite the Quran, and then we will be next agenda. But before that, I have a information for us. You can change your background or virtual background in our group. So I have a send it in the noon actually. But before we start our meeting for tonight, how are you, Miss Ye? Are you okay for tonight?
Yeah, I have prepared some tasks for today.
Oh, okay. We are so excited to listen and see your explanation. I mean, maybe it's time is your Miss Ye.
Okay, let's start, guys. So today I prepared a task to check um how did you understand during these 2 days. So here I have an essay, but it's complete essay, but it's paragraphs. I have divided them and I will send them in this order. So they are disordered. So you have to make in order each paragraph. Here I will share each paragraph in the chat. So you at first must read and understand. Here's the first. So you have to put the introduction, bodies, and also conclusion. And then we will discuss why did you decide to put in that order? What was the evidence? Mm.
So guys, you can read message from Sia in our chat room, and
Yes.
yeah.
So you have to put these paragraphs in the order, and you will explain why you decided to put in that order. What was the evidence that you put? If anybody will be ready, let me know.
Sorry, Miss. Yeah, maybe you can repeat the about the introduction because we have a new member just join in our meeting, so maybe they are still confused about the introduction. Can you repeat again?
Uh, about introduction.
I mean about the introduction. You have sent many texts in our meeting. I mean in our uh, room chat, but maybe many of us still confused about the introduction. What we will do or
Oh,
anything.
so this is a complete essay about first impression in university. So I divided them in paragraphs. So I sent each paragraph in different order. So there is unknown from where is introduction, and where is the conclusion part, and where is the body parts. So I sent them in. So I sent them differently. So you have to make them in order. So here, this paragraph is introduction. This after introduction goes body parts. So there are body parts, and after and at the end, this paragraph is conclusion paragraph. So you have to find where which paragraph is introduction and which paragraph is conclusion, mm, and others are body. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how guys, do you have any response for the text, or maybe just comment or anything else?
Has anybody found the introduction paragraph?
Uh, maybe I have a found that the first text, Miss.
Yeah, that's right, Miss Farah. Yeah,
Is it true? The answer from Miss Paras, Miss here.
yes.
So maybe you can explain about that. Why this is true?
Oh, look, because it's starting, the paragraph starting with the words like starting university felt like stepping into a whole new world. So it's it's the starting, so it's the introduction. So and it's saying that I had anticipated this moment for months, imagining what it would be like to finally experience life as a university student. So he is diving, he's slowly diving to his aim. So what he was saying, when the day arrived, I was a mix of excitement and nervousness, unsure of what to expect, eager to begin with new chapter. So it's the starting. My first impression of university life was shaped by environment, the people, and the overall atmosphere, which felt was overwhelming and exhilarating. So here in this paragraph, he talks in general. He talks in general that he felt this, he thought about this, and it's the starting. So it's the start of the university life. He he imagined about this many months ago. So here is the broad background statement. Starting university felt like stepping into a whole new world. It's the background. And and it's right, and here he writing, or he she writing the thesis statement. So my first impression of university life was shaped by an environment, the people, and the overall atmosphere, which felt both overwhelming and exhilarating. After this, we will go to body paragraphs that he will explain about university life. So he will explain about his first impression of university life and the environment, people, and the atmosphere. In a body part, the writer will explain about this. So the writer will tell us about these things. Maybe body parts are easy to find, I think. Has anybody found the body part?
Come on, guys, found the body paragraph.
Can you share the document because
Sorry,
I've
apa Kiki
just
say?
joined, so I haven't received the document for the assignment.
Oh,
Oh,
The one that just joined maybe also didn't receive.
okay, maybe you can
I'll
resend,
send.
Miss here.
Okay. paragraph. Here I will share it.
Okay. Miss Sia, is it
Yeah,
Miss Paras has answered again for second paragraph? This
okay, and this
guess.
one is I guess is the body paragraph. Not attention. Yes, that's right. That's the second body paragraph.
Is it true?
Yeah,
Wow, excellent, Miss Paras.
yeah. I think your English uh, is very good.
Because I'm still confused to find on the paragraph. So many texts, so make me confused.
Yeah, but that's the point. We must to force our brain to think. Mm,
So maybe for new member has joined in here. Messia has challenge for us to find uh, introduction, body paragraph, and the end conclusion with uh, in the text Messia has sent before. So for introduction, Miss Paras has true answer, and body paragraph for first also true. So excellent. Maybe before we continue for the next, Miss, yeah, can you explain again about that? Why is it true?
because um, as you remember in introduction, as you remember in introduction part, as you remember in introduction part, they were, as we said, that there are sentences that will be explained more deeply in the body paragraph. So in introduction part, there were mm, so there was a sentence that when the day arrived, I was mix of excitement and nervousness, unsure of what to expect, but eager to begin this new chapter. My first impression of university life was shaped by the environment, the people, the overall atmosphere, which felt both overwhelming and exhilarating. So our next paragraph must start from the writer explain us about the university campus. Of course, it's logically going through because at the introduction, the writer told us about his feelings, his um, his thoughts, so his dream or her dream, and then after introduction, he explained us about the university, about the what kind of university, what kind of campus, and he, of course, there said that the university campus was the first thing that caught my attention. That's the first body paragraph must be. So it's the main things that caught her attention. It was much larger than I had imagined, with buildings spread across a vast area. Navigating from one class to another was a challenge at first, as I kept checking the campus map to make sure I was heading in the right direction. So the writer shares about his impression about the architecture of the lecture halls and libraries. Mm, and here the writer says that the number of students walking around made the campus feel lively and energetic. Also, it was a little inti- intimidating. I could tell right away that this was a place full of opportunities, but I would need to adapt quickly to. So, uh, so this is the proof. The proof that the, he says about his he says about his first impression. Here's his first people walking around the architecture of the lecture classes, and about his it, these all are his first impression. And here we must to go to go to move on to the next body paragraph.
Um,
Wow, Miss Paras again.
Yes, Miss Faras, you're very active today.
How about the others? Do you have an answer, guys? You can write your answer in the column chat, or if you wanna live or say by open mic, it's
um,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Miss May.
Can I answer? I think the starting university life felt like stepping into the whole new world. Is that correct?
And yes, that's true.
Are you finished, Miss May?
Oh yeah. Uh, I have to answer which one is the paragraph, right?
Yes.
Studying university felt like a stepping into a whole new world.
Um, studying.
The last one, I guess.
Okay. Oh, Miss, yeah. How about the answer from Miss Paras and Miss May?
From Miss Farah. That's true. That's another body paragraph.
Wow.
So here it says about another. So here are another reason. It's talking about another reason. So meeting new people was another major part of my first university experience. Instead, in the first body paragraph, it was about his impressions, and now he's saying about another another part of his university experience. So it was thrilling to be surrounded by so many individuals from different backgrounds, all pursuing their own goals. During the orientation events, I made an effort to introduce myself and get to know a few classmates. At first, I was a bit shy, but I soon realized that many other students were just as nervous as I was. We quickly bonded over the shared feelings of being new and not knowing anyone. It felt comforting to know that I was not alone in my uncertainty, and gradually I started to feel more at ease. So after his first impression, he says about it. The writer talks about his he, his new friends who he met, and his new experience, his another experience. So these are going step by step in order. It shows to the second body, yeah, it's the second to the second body paragraph. As in our introduction, it was said. Let me find introduction. Yeah, in introduction part, it was said about people. So our second body paragraph must show about the people, what kind of people the writer met, and who were they, what kind of people they were, from where. So
So is it still fine body paragraph or the last one conclusion?
yeah,
Oh, continue. Body.
we have to find another body paragraph. We have two more body paragraphs to find. And it's okay if you find the conclusion too.
Okay. Wow, Miss Faras again.
Oh, mhm. Yeah, this is the conclusion part. Overall, my first impression. So we can find the conclusion part easily because of the word overall. So overall means at the end, or in conclusion, to conclude at the in the last. So in conclusion, we contribute words like overall, to conclude, in conclusion. So conclusion, and finding conclusion is not that much hard.
Is it mean answer from Miss Faras? Is it true?
Miss Farah, the atmosphere in the classroom. Yes, that's the another body paragraph. So these body paragraphs are following the chain that I have explained it yesterday. And the evidence is this body paragraph. He explains about the atmosphere. We again move to the introduction part, and there is going by the people, then atmosphere, and then someone replied, I think. Or not. So here in introduction part, our first body paragraph was about his impression about university life, and now about the atmosphere. And I think only one paragraph have left. This is our one, two. This is our fourth body paragraph. Yes, yes, Miss Farah. Overall, yeah, that's true. That's conclusion. So totally we have 6 paragraphs, and one of them was introduction paragraph, one of them was conclusion paragraph, and 4 of them was body paragraphs. So how we did find the body paragraphs in order one by one? It was because of the introduction paragraphs. So introduction paragraphs already talks about our body paragraphs. So what we write in introduction paragraph, in bodies, we will discuss about this more deeply. So here, as in our introduction paragraph, he, the writer, said about the impression. My first impression of university life was shaped by the environment. So impression in the university. What did he see? What impressed his the writer most more, and like this, and about the environment. What kind of environment it was? What kind of people has occupied him? About people too. Uh, he, the writer talked more deeply about people, about environment, and also about the atmosphere. About the atmosphere. So the writer talked about the lectures that were longer and professor expected students to be more independent. And also the writer talks about about his being surprised by how fast lectures went through the material, and that how the writer enjoyed about the freedom, about to feel himself herself more independent. So here about atmosphere, and our our first body paragraph is one of the most challenging parts of my first week, was figuring out how to balance my time. So in the first paragraph, the writer talks about his challenge in figuring time and schedules. And in the conclusion, the writer talks about the. In conclusion, writer started the paragraph with overall. So overall is already means it's in conclusion. It's a last, and and he says about his own opinion. So the writer says about his own opinion here. So in conclusion part, the writer made once again talk about what he did talk in body paragraphs, but in a shorter way. So he said, made me feel more grown up and independent. And as I continued to navigate the challenges of this new setting, I was confident that I would eventually find my place and make the most of the opportunities ahead. University life may have been overwhelming at first. This is his opinion. University life may have been overwhelming at first, but it was also an experience that pushed me out of my comfort zone and set me on the path of growth and self-discovery. This is our essay about first impressions of the writer in university. Do everybody understand today's task?
Oh, guys, do you understand? I think Miss Paras is really understand because she can answer a lot of the question or challenge from you, Miss.
So this task makes you more to push you to write an essay, makes you more to understand the essay how it's made. So I hope that everyone understands how is the conclusion, how were how body parts were made, and they how the introduction part is made, from what can it be made. So what should we use, what kind of sentence we should use in introduction and in body paragraphs. I think everyone understands the sentence that we use in introduction we'll discuss in body paragraphs more deeply, with giving more examples and more evidences. And in conclusion, we just use our opinions, and we will just make quickly summarize what we did say. So just we can paraphrase our introduction part as the writer did in this essay. Do you have questions?
Oh, guys, do you have a question for Miss Sia about the challenge, maybe about the essay or anything else? Mr. Ahmad, are you here? Oh, okay, Miss May, raise hand. Come on, Miss May.
Okay, is there any possibility that in the introduction, that this introduction doesn't mention the main idea of each paragraph? Can you understand my question?
Can
Okay.
you repeat?
Yeah, okay. So as you explained before that, usually in the introduction, they will write the main idea of each paragraph, right? Is there any possibility that in the essay they doesn't mention about the thesis? Oh, sorry, the main idea of each paragraph. Like maybe we can write that kind of introduction. For example, writing the introduction by telling a story, but it's not related with the body paragraph.
Oh, a story differs from the essay. So, uh, if you want to write essay, in an essay, it will be given a specific topic. So you will write only in that topic, including that topic. But in a story, in introduction, we don't have such. We don't have to write about the main idea of each body, because the story is too long, as we know, and the story can have ups and downs, and we don't know in what story can be in a bad way, in a good way, or it will talk about and something another can come in a story. So story totally differs from the essay. So in an essay, it's always introduction part must consist of the must consist the statements of the body paragraphs. So if in your introduction part you don't have a statement of a body paragraph, so your essay will does not make sense. So I think this is the easiest way, because you just write a quick background statement, and you will go deep in body paragraphs. So these are the essays that you will have to write in each or in TOEFL, in IELTS, in these exams. So essay differs from the story.
Okay, Abla, thank you. Oh, can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
What make introduction and conclusion different? Because in the conclusion, we also like summarize all the body paragraph in the introduction. Also like giving a hint of what we want to write in the paragraph, in the body paragraph, right? So what make them different significantly?
Oh, in introduction and conclusion, the difference is like the words like in conclusion, to conclude, overall. With the essay discussed, it was argued, it was compared, or something like this. So this differs. So this is the difference between the introduction and the conclusion. So, and in conclusion, you can write your opinion according to this, to any topic. So you can write your opinion as was good or no, or is it likely by many people or no. In your opinion, what do you think? So in introduction part, you don't have to write about your opinion. In introduction part, you will write about the you will write about how much you understand the given topic. You will write about the background about the topic, and you will write about thesis statement. So in introduction part, you don't have opinion, but in conclusion, in each conclusion, you have opinion. So you don't use in introduction part opinion. So in introduction part, we can say that in my opinion, it can be like this, but we can discuss in this. No, you will just write in introduction part the statements, and in body you will discuss about it, and in conclusion you will talk about your own opinion in the last.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, maybe anyone has question? Miss Paras, do you have a question? Or no? Or still understand? Okay, maybe you can continue your explanation, Miss Ya.
Oh, same for today. Today was like revising for the materials that we have faced through these days. So starting from day one of understanding academic writing, we had materials like how many kinds of academic writing there were. Do anybody know how many types of academic writing there are? It was our day one. No. Okay. We have four types of academic writing. They are descriptive, analytical, persuasive, and critical. In descriptive, we will describe about something, about the given topic, for example, about the nature, about people, about our family, about our university, about anything else. In descriptive, we will just describe about this. And in analytical, we will analyze anything. For example, we'll analyze the books that we have read. So, for example, the book about Monte Cristo. So we will analyze what kind of book it was, when it was written, who was the writer of it, about what it talked, what was the main purpose of this book. So it's the analyzing process. So in persuasive, we persuade in our essays. For example, we have a topic given about traveling. So persuade, saying that traveling beneficial, it helps for our mental health, and it broadens our horizons and some such things. So um, critical will it's in a critical we just criticize about something. And also in essays we should use quotations and paraphrasing as an evidence. So we must have in our essay evidences like quotation speech or paraphrasing. So quotations are the we can use the famous words or famous speech of famous people, quotations in our essays as a proof of something. Uh, for example, in specific topic, we have to give an evidence. So we can just make quotations like as as Albert Einstein says, as Abraham Lincoln said. So and then you can use the exact quoted speech of the people. For example, Abraham Lincoln said that the best way to predict our future is to create. That's the quotation, and we can use quotations as an evidence in our essays to make more effective. And also in essays, we have key features of academic writing is the clarity and precision. Your ideas should be clearly stated without ambiguity and formality. We avoid slangs or conversational language, favoring more to formal tone. And objectivity. We must focus on facts and evidence rather than personal opinions. So, as we said, our essays must not continue in the introduction opinion, in body paragraphs also opinion. Just opinions can consist in a conclusion part. So, and also we must practice regularly. The more we write, the better we will become. So you can practice regularly, like having a diary in your daily life and just just writing about what happened in your life, what have you learned. You can talk anything, or you can just translate your favorite story, or you can just talk about your favorite book, etc. So also, if we want to be good in our writing, we must watch. Also, we must watch, as I said, news in English, read newspapers or read news in English so that we can learn more words, more formal words that we can use in our essays to make our essay more effective. So in day 2, we pass about the syntax, grammar and syntax. So what is the syntax? Do anybody remember about the syntax?
Can you repeat that, Miss? Syntax.
So the syntax is the arrangement of words, clauses, and phrases in a sentence in a way that delivers a clear message. So there are essential sentence components, vocabulary and parts of speech, clauses. We must know all types of clauses, dependent clause, independent clause, adjective clause, noun clause, and etc. And also phrases. And also we must know about punctuation, arrange elements in a workable order, and a sentence, separate a clause or phrase, etc. So what syntax allows to us? It connects ideas, establish the tone, set the pace and flow. It sets the flow of of our essay. So from introduction to body paragraphs to conclusion, these all are syntax. This establish our this is a set of our logical arrangement of the word of what we said or what we wrote, and it's also add styles and variety, and also control reader interaction with text. So here is the brief. So here is the example about the syntax, kind of syntax. So here is the sentence. The only 12 people from the office showed up to the meeting. This syntax, this simple syntax. And here are another sentence. Merely a dozen staffers attended the meeting. So both sentences have the same meaning, but just the style of writing, the word differ. For example, in the first, only 12 people from office showed up to the meeting, and in a second, merely a dozen staffers attended the meeting. So different words have been used and different styles have been used. So this called syntax. And here another example: the meeting attracted just a dozen members. Both three sentences have the same meaning, no difference between them. We can either write this sentence or either write another sentence. Or here are another sentence. The meeting was attended by just 12 members. Uh, did anybody mention any difference between this sentence? Because all of them have the same meaning, but just the style of writing and uh, putting words in order different, and that is the syntax. So, and we also talk about the how from what is consist our essay, and we wrote yesterday, and we talked about one essay topic of essay, and it was about advantage and disadvantage of renting a home. So while writing any essay, at first we must understand the given topic. So if we don't have any information, if we don't have any imagination about the topic, so it will so we just move on to another topic that is given. Usually there will be given 2 or 3 topics to choose for us and write about that essay. So we have to understand about each given topic. For for example, in yesterday's essay, it was about the disadvantage and advantage of renting a home. So what we must to write about what we must to write in the essay, it was about advantage renting and disadvantage. So what are the advantages of the renting a home? You can move house whenever you want. So if you don't like this house, you can move another house, or if this house is far away from your place of work, you can move to more closer place. So this is the advantage of renting a house, and disadvantage: waste of money, because you are not paying off the house. So it's just waste of money. So this is the disadvantage of renting. So we also talked about how to make introduction, body parts, and conclusion, how to understand them by giving the topic. So in introduction part, we have 3-step structure to introduction part. First step was to write a broad background statement about the topics that was given for us, and the second, rewrite the question prompt in our own words, just paraphrasing the question, and the third, to write our thesis statement, tell the reader what you want to talk. And next we will write about the body paragraphs. So in body paragraphs we have 4 steps of structure. Here is a topic sentence. We will write in body paragraph a topic sentence, and in a second step we will discuss about will give reasons about the advantage. You will choose what you will write more, advantage or disadvantage, and you will give more reasons and examples in your body paragraphs. And the fourth step, we can a sentence where you summarize your idea in the fourth step of body paragraphs. We make just a quick summarize, just one sentence with a quick summarize. And in conclusion, we have specific words that indicate that this is conclusion. So specific words like to conclude, in conclusion, um, overall, or this essay discussed, or this essay argued, compared, showed, and your main idea, and at the end you will write your opinion. This is our quick revise of our today learning academic writing. Hope you understand. And do you have any questions?
Wow, really comprehensive, the explanation from Miss Sia. So guys, do you have any question for Miss Sia about the maybe start from the first day until today, the last day? Mr. Rido, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
How, Mr. Rido, do you have any question?
Maybe I just want to confirm about the word syntax, like what you explained before. Is that the spelling is like SYNTAX
Yes.
syntax? I see. So okay. I just want to confirm that because it sounds like it's rarely for me to hear about the word syntax in like composing the writing. So I just learned it from this meeting too. Maybe another question, Miss Sia. Maybe I want to ask. Actually, I just joined today's meeting. I just skipped today's maybe. So I just wanna ask. Maybe you have explained it before, but I just wanna know that. Is there any like tools in the internet provided in the internet that can evaluate or assess our writing? So after we write an essay, is there any like tools that can, oh, our essay is actually already good or not, or it can give us the score of our essay? Is there any that you know so far?
Uh, I think I don't know any such kind of tools, but I think ChatGPT can help.
Ah, I see. Oh
Take
yeah.
picture and you just tell to ChatGPT to revise your essay whether it's good or no, to find your mistakes, something like this. So
Oh yeah. ChatGPT can do anything.
yeah,
I see. Have you tried before when you write essay and you just try to send it to ChatGPT and evaluate?
never,
I never.
never.
I see.
Oh, Miss Faras gave us questions at how many numbers of sentence in one paragraph. Because sometimes I'm afraid that there is too much or too less sentence in my paragraph. So there is no specific numbers of sentence in a paragraph. So it's up to you how many evidence you have and what you want to talk. So, but there is one rule. So we don't need excessive words. We need just the main word that explains uh, straightforward your opinion, your research, y- your writing. So what you want to say. So we don't need many excessive words, and use words that will use words that will give you a strong sentence, not too much easy sentence. Don't use too much easy sentence as a beginner or something like this. Use more complicated sentences. Like we have sentences that are consist of 23 words, and this gives an idea. So we don't need to write 3, 4, 5 easy sentence that have 25 words, but one sentence with 25 words that sounds wow. So this is called the simple. So this is called the complex syntax. So 2, 3 simple sentence are made one sentence by helping conjunctions and punctuations to make one complex sentence. So if in your body, if in your paragraph you have only 2 sentences, but both 2 sentences have more than 25 words, I think that's already enough.
Okay, continue, Miss Sia, for the second question from Miss Paras.
Yeah. And the second question is, we know that in English has so many words that's similar but different nuance. Do you have any tips to choose word terms in English correctly? Like the difference between formal and casual sentence, maybe because sometimes I'm kind of confused. Oh, I don't have any tips of using this, but we have in all languages we have jargons. I think everyone knows about what is jargon, or no, I don't know. In each specific field of career, for example, doctors, engineers, writers, all of them use their own jargon. So about their own profession. So doctors cannot use the words like, oh, doctors use the words like surgery, or about the illness, surgery about the illness. So about the illness, they will not say that this is a headache, but they have specific word for the headache in their own field. So it depends on the type of your writing, in what type of writing you what type of topic you are writing, and using the jargons of the field.
Okay, how Miss Paras, do you have a comment or response for the answer? Okay, got it. Thank you.
Mm,
So, another, guys, do you have any question for Miss Sia? You can write the question in the chat box, or you can directly question with the Miss Sia also. So maybe still waiting the question from another participant. I have a question, Miss.
okay.
Maybe is it possible when we write some like in the body text, we have two ideas in the same paragraph, or just one idea in the one paragraph?
Can you repeat your question?
Okay, like you said before, maybe we need to explain the first about in introduction about our idea, and continue to body paragraph. We must describe about our idea. Is it possible when we write in the one paragraph in the body, we have a two idea in the one paragraph?
In one paragraph. So if you have two different ideas, you can write yes, but if you want to make it more effective, you can give more examples about that idea. So in the introduction part, you can give as many ideas as you want, but in body parts, you can discuss about each of your ideas separately and more deeply by giving more examples. Or yeah, in body paragraphs, you will discuss about your ideas more deeply, differently. So that will make a different paragraph because meanings will differ. So in body paragraphs, you have to make two if you have two ideas in your introduction, you will have two body paragraphs. If you have one idea, one body paragraph. If you have three or four, like the essay today, I give you the challenge today I give you, it had four body paragraphs because it had four ideas that discuss about them deeply. And if we combine that paragraphs together, it they it was clear that they have different meanings. So if we have two different meaning paragraphs in one, it's not. It will be as an incorrect. It will be as a mistake. So we have to divide them in paragraphs.
Okay. In the chat box, Miss Nabila ya, Putri Nabila has a question for you, Miss Ye.
Do you have any website recommendation to correct or check the sentence or grammar that we have written to write the manuscript scientific paper? Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any website recommendation. But in our first day, I gave some links of the website to improve our writing skills. About one of them was about the punctuation, another was about other um, other things that we need about the writing. So about checking about the checking the sentence grammatically true or no. Again, ChatGPT.
Okay, how Miss Putri Nabila about the answer? Do you have any response? So for maybe for others, guys, do you have any question for Miss Ye? Today is the last day, right? For
Yeah,
our academic writing, so you can answer. I mean, you can give a question, anything about the academic writing. So maybe while writing, the participant to write or directly give the question with you, Miss. Maybe I have any question with you.
okay.
Maybe like you said before, for the conclusion, we can use overall or in the finally or others, and maybe for the introduction, use starting. And how about the for body? About the first word, maybe
Oh,
making coherent between paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. What the conjunction or others we can use that.
in a body parts, we can say we can use words like first of all. That's our first body paragraph, so we can just use first of all, and you will continue. You will write about your first idea with the topic with an examples, and in the second body paragraph we can say secondly or next, like in the examples in the paragraphs that I sent to you. Our next paragraph was like our second paragraph had the a word like another was another. So there are we can use like first of all, secondly, and at the last, in a last, or next. So this will this will help you to find your to write your body paragraphs, or you just can write it in an order that your ideas follow in your introduction. So your one idea in your introduction was first, so in the body paragraphs you will discuss that idea, so it goes logically, everyone can understand.
Okay, thank you. So we can use secondly first numbering, like numbering, right?
Yes.
And okay, something like that. Okay, thank you, Miss Ye. So, how guys? Do you have any question or enough for tonight? Okay, we will still wait, yeah, Miss. Maybe wait up for 1 minute.
Can I ask, but it's actually out of context.
Okay.
Okay, hello, Miss. So I heard that you are a polyglot, right? So you
Yeah.
uh you master several languages. So I just want to know, like, when we want to learn more languages, I mean, like, m- do you have any kind of standard that, oh, at least we can write, we can read, we can listen from the language that we learn, or there's a standard, another standard that you have so we can continue to learn another language. Can you get the point? Yeah.
So if you want to master another languages,
Uh-huh.
so I think the best thing is to occupy yourself with the language that you want to learn. For example, I have mastered many languages and I want to master another language by not forgetting my languages that I have learned. So I will occupy myself with the, for example, I want to learn French. So
Mhm.
I will, if, and I don't want to forget my English too. I will combine both of them. How? So the words that I have learned from French, I will translate to English, and that will help me to combine both languages and to not forget the language that I know already. And the the language that you have mastered before, you can uh, for not forgetting that language, you can watch anything in that language, any movie. For example, you have mastered the language, the German German language. You can you can watch something, the movie in German language that have produced in Germany, so original language, so
Um,
that you will not forget. And by learning another language, you must occupy yourself with that language. So occupy in meaning of listening. Try to listen more, to listen that language. Try to every day learn one word and translate it to other language that you know. So that will help you, I think.
okay, I
Or have a conversation about the language that you want to learn. Having conversation in that language really helps you. Or uh, maybe you can learn a poem in that language. For example, in French there are many beautiful poems, beautiful meanings. Or if you want to master Korean language, watch K dramas with subtitles.
I see.
So yes, so there are many ways to learn new language.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Sia, for the explanation and tips.
Okay, how about the others? Do you have any question, guys? Mr. Ahmad, are you here? Okay, maybe if you don't have any question, maybe enough for tonight. But before we close, maybe Miss Ya, do you have any quotes or something like that for like a closing statement from you in our meeting tonight?
Yeah, guys, sorry if I had any minuses while in 3 days of explaining about academic writing. And in conclusion, I want to say that remember, writing is a skill that improves with practice. So keep writing, revising, and seeking feedback. So how we can keep writing, I already said to you to have a diary, something like this, so you can just continue writing. And don't be afraid of writing something, of making any mistakes. So we can by making mistakes we can learn. mm, we can improve ourselves by making mistakes. So don't never be afraid of making mistakes.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ya. Never be afraid with our mistakes because that way will be make our improve right every day. And
Yeah,
don't stop for writing anything else. Okay, thank you, Miss Ya. I'm so glad and grateful to meet with you as a committee. Say very thankful with you because you can share at least in the 3 days with us about the academic writing. And thank you so much, Miss Sia. And
thank you
thank you
to you
so much
too.
for you are guys. And then maybe before we close, maybe we can take a picture together for our memorize. Maybe you can open your camera, guys. Tuh teman-teman mungkin bisa ini ya, open cam ya yang memungkinkan. Silakan teman-teman yang bisa memungkinkan untuk open cam, kita akan ambil sesi foto. Oke, kita tunggu ya. Eh, saya akan hitung 1 sampai 10 untuk mulai sesi fotonya. Mungkin masih ada yang mau nyiapin posisi terbaiknya dan lain-lain gitu ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oke, kita akan mulai ya. Silakan bergaya dengan sebaik-baiknya dalam hitungan ketiga. 1, 2, 3. Oke, sebentar. Saya lihat dulu ya. Oke, for next. Next gaya ya. 1, 2, 3. Oke guys. Sebentar. Loading. Ya jelas, satu kali lagi teman-teman. 1, 2, 3. Oke, thank you so much. Terima kasih banyak teman-teman semua. Maybe for the end our meeting tonight, let us say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Yalah.
And also with the doa penutup majelis ya. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Terima kasih banyak teman-teman semua yang sudah bergabung dan thank you so much Miss Sia untuk sharing your knowledge with us and see you the next time and the next program with the maybe new komite atau panitia yang baru ya nanti atau nanti setelah ini kita mungkin bisa ngadakan just for sharing-sharing, relax sharing ya, santai dan lain-lain. Terima kasih banyak teman-teman semua. Saya selaku panitia juga mohon maaf banyak kekurangan. I'm so sorry for many mistakes and others. Maybe it's not the with completely we can melengkapi ya apa sesuai ekspektasi teman-teman semua. Oke, sekali lagi terima kasih and see you in the next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke.